Because you need to understand this, that we don't have white parties and black parties and all that nonsense that venters tell you. We actually have two types of parties in South Africa. You have the venters, and unfortunately, most black people think crying and whining and insulting and complaining and being victims is politics. No one's ever cried and we ended up with a new airport. No one's ever spoken about apartheid and then the economy grew. Nobody ever said white people are devils for life, all of them, and then got a job the next day. No, we have venters and builders. And unfortunately, in South Africa, and I'm sad to say for most of Africa, people think venting, in other words, just releasing your emotions, is politics. But no, real politics are when you build something, when you're able to say 40% of our people had no jobs, now only 20% have no jobs. We on our way to 10%. Building is when you say, we only had one stock exchange, now we have 3 stock exchanges. We have the Cape Town Stock Exchange, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and the Durban Stock Exchange. That's what building is about. So we have 2 types of parties in the country, not white and black. We have venters and builders. Venters are the ones, when they say justice, they mean jealousy. When they say equality, they mean collapse. Builders build value through economic growth. Venters just victimize themselves constantly. Builders unleash potential, not entitlement. They don't celebrate putting 1 million people on grants. They celebrate putting 1 million people on jobs. Venters envy success instead of learning from it. Builders insist on values over race. Venters don't know that there are different types of black people with different interests. When venters listen to me, who is number 1, a pastor, number 2, a pastor, so a Christian, let's say, number 2, an entrepreneur, number 3, black, they don't know how to deal with me. You are just a sellout. Why? Because if I say anything that's in the interest of entrepreneurs, what's going on? If I say anything that's in the interest of God's values, what's going on? If they see 5 white people comment on my page, say, well done, they go, what's going on? They don't know that builders insist on values over race, while venters, their end is they narrate oppression to stay relevant. They've got to cry, otherwise no one listens. If President Ramaphosa, Fikile Mbalula, didn't mention apartheid for 2 months, the ANC would drop down to 0.